Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Victor Fernandez, and today I'll be showing you how to spool a reel. If I were to tell you the truth, it's only been 2 months since I finally learned how to spool a reel. Before, I just did my thing. No proper way of doing it, I just did what my gut told me. Did it work? Yes. It worked. It worked perfectly. Maybe not good enough since half the time all I did was catch a cold. But then I grew up and I said, maybe there's a right way of doing this. Next thing you know, I'm searching on the internet how to spool a reel. It took me a couple tries, but I did it. That is what I will show you today in 3 easy steps. The first step, the materials you will need. Second, tying the knot. And third, spooling the reel. So let's begin. The materials you will need are simple. First, you will need patience. I say this because you might not get it right the first time. The other two things are a fishing rod and the spool. For the fishing rod, I recommend getting one that fits you best, or the type of style that you will be doing that day. So if you're gonna go deep sea fishing, you want a big rod. Vice versa, if you're gonna go lake fishing or something like that, you're gonna want a small rod. Same thing with the line. As you can see here, I bought a line that's 14 pounds and 300 yards. What that would do is allow me to catch 14-pound fish or smaller. This wouldn't be an ideal line to go lake fishing in because it's 300 yards and 14 pounds. In a lake, usually, there could be 14-pound fish, but nonetheless, you're going to want to get a smaller one, like 6 pounds, maybe 8 pounds. This would be more for deep sea fishing. Okay? Along with that comes the reel. There are different types of reel for everything. Me, I have a small reel, and my reel holds 2 pound 200 yards, 4 pound 100 yards, and 6 pounds 80 yards. Okay, see, it says it right there. That's where you can check if you're buying the right type of spool for your reel or not. This would be more of a reel for lake fishing or something like that. Okay, as you can see, I didn't do my research before. I went out and bought a 14-pound 300 yard one instead of what I needed. So now I'm gonna have to spend extra money. That's why I'm telling you this now, so you won't go and make the same mistake I did. So now that we got that done, let's go to the most important step. This step will make or break you. This is where that patience step that I told you about comes to play. The knot that you'll be making today is called an arbor knot, and I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to do that right now. This is the most important step as this will hold everything in place, okay? So, as you can see, we got the reel right here. You're going to want to open that up just like so, okay? You're going to want to get the line. You're going to want to put it in through that metal piece like so, okay? Get enough slack so that you're not having a hard time. Okay, you're going to put it around that just like so. Okay, this is where the patience comes in. Alright, you're going to want to do it just like so. Make a loop, okay, and then you're going to want to make an overhand loop, an overhand knot. That just like it says. Do it over, and through that loop right there, you're gonna want to put the line through it. Okay, and as you can see, we got that nice little O right there. You don't want to tie it down. Then with the free end, okay, you're gonna want to make a second overhand loop, and this will act as a stopper. And you'll see what it does just in a little. Put the line through there. And now make the second knot. There you go. So now what you're going to want to do is pull on the end that is not free. Pull it, pull it, pull it, and it should stop. If it doesn't stop, then you did something wrong. I'm pulling on it. I'm putting fair strength on it. Don't pull too hard because the line might break. But there you have it. That's how you do the arbor knot. See, it wasn't that hard. So that's basically it for the knot. Okay. So now we're going to go to the easiest step, which is actually reeling it in and finishing with it. So this is important so that everything comes out good. We have to make sure that there's no tangling on the line. as we reel it in. So I have some precautions for you just in case you're doing this and you get some tangling, to prevent the tangling in the first place. So here will go the reel right here. So what you want to do is get your two fingers, and the line would pass through these rings right here. So you would grab it with your two fingers here, and you would reel in with the other one. And you want to put some, you want to tighten the line here, not too much, but just enough so you could reel and at the same time hold this, and that should flow very nicely through. And then you want to check and make sure every once in a while that you don't got any tangling in the line. So another way to do it is if you want to be even more precautious about it. So if I were to have the line through here, the line would be flowing through here, through this top ring right here, and the spool line would be on the floor. So what I would do is I would let the line hang, right, and then I would check if on the line there's any twists or tangles, and if there is tangles, what you want to do is get the spool and flip it over on its label side. Okay, and that should help you out with any tangling problems. So you're going to keep reeling it in and reeling it in. You're going to know it's done when the line reaches 1/8 of an inch from that end of the flange right there. Okay, you're not going to want to go over that 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so basically some tips for you to keep in mind is if you underfill the reel, you might cast shorter distances because the friction of the line will cause when hitting the top of the flange of the reel spool. If you overfill it, the line can absorb enough water that it can slip past the flange and backlash when casting. So, in conclusion, I taught you how to reel a fishing rod in 3 easy steps, the materials you will need, tying the knot, and spooling the reel. Now you're ready to fish and maybe even help someone spool the reel next time. So thanks for watching and have a nice catch.